this is Daniel. I am a PhD student of the Reasoning and Infant Cognition group at the University of Fodor. I am working on the psychological primitives of logical reasoning. But why should anyone be interested in this topic? Well, if you give me about 3 minutes of your time, that's what I'm going to try to convince you that this is an interesting topic. So the origins of human cognition have been fascinating me since I was a child. Why do we think the way we do? How does our ability to think even begin with? But at the same time, these thoughts are conveyed to you through language. Does language shape thought, or does it work the opposite way? The philosopher of mind, Jerry Fodor, tried to solve this intricate puzzle by proposing the language of thought hypothesis. This is, linguistic learning might follow the same logical structures that the scaffold our ability to think. If this is the case, some primitive concepts, independent from experience or learnability, are needed, through which we start to construct knowledge about the world since our very early days of life. This is what I try to contribute with my research project, by proposing traces of logical reasoning as possible primitives within the human mind. Nevertheless, this is a controversial statement that is provoking fascinating theoretical and experimental discussion, even nowadays among cognitive scientists. On one side, some researchers, based on behavioral data, found that logical reasoning might not emerge until 3 to 4 years of age. Also, when the words that comprise the concepts needed to reason, such as and or not, are learned and start to be understood. However, behavioral tasks not only rely heavily on verbal cues, but also on executive function, which needs the maturation of certain brain areas that could be provoking confounding results in this regard. On the other side, some other researchers have already found traces of reasoning during infancy and childhood. Electrophysiological techniques, such as electroencephalography or eye tracking, give us the opportunity to assess these intricate topics by surpassing the classic barriers that developmental and cognitive science have found in the past. In this regard, authors such as Cesare Lotti already found oculomotor patterns compatible with preverbal forms of disjunctive syllogism at just 12 months of age. Based on this work, which was previously done in my research group, now I'm trying to find similar patterns in experimental paradigms that allow us to make a sharper distinction between logical operations and visual object tracking mechanisms. I really hope to contribute with this line of work to understand how reasoning emerges throughout the earlier stages of development, and with this, to grasp what similarities and differences can be established between the ways in which humans, non-human animals, and even machines and algorithms construct information about the world.